Hey everyone, I am Pine and welcome to Obey. I'm here with Ben aka Sodius and Des aka Dan, who is the developer of this game.
Hello.
Hi guys. And we want to give you a little how to play Obey, basically, going through the items and the mechanics of the game. And yeah, Dan, since you're the most knowledgeable about this game, please tell us what is Obey about.
All right. Well, Obey is a competitive multiplayer action game that's the way I'll put it is centered around basically telling your opponents what to do. Like it's unique. Like it's very different from most games we played because in other games you're ready to kill your enemies or just attack them. But in this game, to really win, you tell them what to do. So I'm gonna explain kind of how the game functions, and then we'll talk about actual high-level gameplay. So the way you win in Obey is to make the most money. And
As always.
yeah, and you can
As
see
in real life, I should say.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a metaphor too. The game is a metaphorical game as well. And so on the upper left of your screen, you see your score, and you see the money goal that you need to reach to win.
Yeah, and when you press tab, you see an overview of all the players.
Yes. So this box here that we're standing next to, this is the feed box, and the way you make the most money in the game is by being inside the giant robot there on the other next to us, and you take over it by just going inside that little door, that little red door at the base. And once
I'm going to demonstrate the robot.
Oh, sure, you can go inside. And as he goes in there, his goal is going to be to make the other players do things that he wants. And that's how he's going to consolidate his power and finish the round ideally. It's not that simple, but obviously. All right, so you get in the robot, and now he can tell me what to do. Pine, why don't you use some commands with C? You can show some of the directives. Yeah, there you go.
I can make a warning signal or like just some signs and stuff. One of them is actually doing something though. The
money
sense
one.
symbol.
Yeah, that's how you pay.
Symbol will actually put money on the ground. So if he collects it, he actually gets money.
Yeah, you gave me.
How much is it? 75?
That one is 50 points.
50.
Yeah. So, and this box here is how you can make other players give you stuff, and that's what those arrows going up and down is the auto pay. Like you can make it automatically pay or bribe other players to give you goodies. In other words, right? So that's what that is. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to show you what all the items do.
Yeah, basically what the auto pay means is that whenever someone puts something useful in the feed box, he will get paid based on the amount of auto pay.
Right. So the robot
you control it. Yeah. You control it with A and D button when you're in the robot, and you get it goes up in steps of 25.
Right, exactly.
Let me get out of the let me show the shooting really quick.
Sure.
And then let me get out of the robot really quick.
If you go, you're gonna go into the dropship.
Right? Oh, that's maybe not so good. Well, we stay on the robot.
When you see it coming again, go ahead and suicide, and then it'll work.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, so let's go through these items. So the first item, this is a mine. Everybody knows what a mine does, but actually it's good that you're in the robot because you'll see what it does. Because when I place the mine, like the robot can make the bunnies place them, but they always have to do it proactively. Like the robot can't actually place it himself. You have to make me place them. So if I place it, to me that's invisible. You should see a red circle there.
Yes.
But I don't see that. It's just totally invisible to me. So any other bunny that walks there will totally be blind and explode. So that's how a mine works.
If people are wondering how I make him do it, obviously I pay him for it. So if I say, hey, place a mine down there, and he does it, then I'm grateful and give him money.
Sure. Or, I mean, you could just threaten me and say you're going to send me to the dropship.
Yeah, or I kill you if you don't put a mine
Right,
there.
exactly, exactly. So here's a light. Actually, look, the dropship is about to land if you want to kill yourself.
Oh, that was the wrong command. What's the command?
It's /kill. We'll do it when it comes again.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
I thought it was suicide.
Yeah, I should add it. All right. So this item here is a light. So a robot sometimes wants a lot of robot players make the other players place lights around so that it makes it harder for them to hide. Like if you look away, you can still see me in the light. I mean, if I take my collar off, you can still see me running around because the light's there.
Yeah, but as soon as he goes into the dark, I lose vision. Because
Yes.
the game is actually pretty dark, everywhere where the robot is not looking, basically.
Yeah. So let's keep going. This is laser wall. Laser walls are pretty handy for the robot if he makes the bunnies place them. Like it makes it harder to read. Oops. I hit the mine.
I should have warned you.
You didn't tell me.
I was waiting for that.
The moment the moment you were running into it, I was like, oh, I maybe should warn him, but then it was too late.
All right, you should kill yourself now. Will join me in the dropship.
Yeah, it's good. We can explain the dropship then.
Yeah. So this is basically like the dropship is like a spawn time. Basically, you don't want to be in the dropship, and you make less money too when you're inside. So we're about to drop out. Alright, so
There
here
we
we
go.
are. I noticed too, it always drops this in the same place in front of the robot. So the dropship really belongs to the robot. It's something that he buys, or the robot player buys, to keep everybody under control. And later I'll show you how to destroy it. So
Yeah, because if the dropship is destroyed and the bunny dies, then he will spawn somewhere randomly on the map.
yes,
Which means the robot doesn't know where he is.
yes,
And the bunny might sneak up on him and
very
well,
bad for the robot.
get in the robot and kill you.
Yeah, subvert him. So, so one thing the robot often likes players to do is to put laser walls down. You can put them down like this, and so you can make big walls that obviously the bunnies cannot cross, and so that makes him safer, right? You make like a big long wall, you know that they can't cross it, so that's one thing that the robot can do that makes life harder for the bunnies. Let's keep going. This item here, I'm gonna get this one. Oops. Yeah, I'll put these over here. I want to show this item. This is uranium. This is a very special item in the game. Uranium is purchased for 100 points. But if the robot can get the bunnies to put it in his box, he'll get 300 points for each uranium that he can get them to do it for. So it's a way to basically make the other players give you even more points and get you closer to winning. Force them to do it. So these items here is a collar. Most robots force the other players to wear their collars. Collars are a really important item. They do two things. Firstly, from the robot perspective, they're very obvious. It basically puts a giant arrow over my head where I have a collar on. And if I drop it down, the arrow will stay on the collar, not on me. So that's a way to hide. But if I'm wearing a collar, I also make more money than if I weren't. So it's kind of, when you're a bunny, you want to balance, like, should I keep it on, make a little more money longer, or should I toss it and make a run for it? So it should always be an intentional choice. Let's look at something else. This here is a pointer. Typically a pointer is used to betray other players. So let's say I see somebody running, I can say, oh look, there's a naked bunny over there, and I'll put an arrow down like that. Hey, he's over there. And typically I'll ask the robot to give me money for it, or even before I point him out, I'll say, are you going to give me money if I point someone out? And of course I'll be like, of course I'll pay you, and then I'll point them out, and
he might pay or
he
might
may,
not pay
yeah.
you.
But that's something different, but yeah. All right, so these here are batteries. Batteries are arguably the most powerful item in the game. Like, basically, they turn on the sentries, which are around the robot. They're like...
Did you mention that collars give you more money over time?
I did.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. We can show the batteries off in a second, but they're basically sentry ammo. It makes it almost impossible to get next to the robot. It'll kill all the bunnies near it,
Yeah.
if the robot turns them on. This is for flames for the robot. These, if he gets you to put those in the feed box, that'll give the robot ammunition for his flamethrower. These are rockets. Obviously, they'll give him rocket ammo. And these items here are kind of special items too. These are charred bunny corpses. You can't buy them, but when the bunny dies in certain ways, oh look, oh, will I make it? I won't make it. I was gonna fry myself so you can see how to make one. But if I were to walk into the laser wall right now, I would get fried, and I would leave a corpse behind.
Yeah, obviously by the flamethrower, for example.
Yeah, we'll also leave corpses. So the thing about corpses is, if I take these corpses and I put them in the feed box, it'll make a big penalty on the robot player. Each one, like these two here, will each one give 1,000-point penalty to the robot. And there's another one that we don't have here that'll give 1,500. So if you're the robot player, you always want to make sure that nobody's carrying corpses unless you told them to. And the last item is this is called a sign. Like right now, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. It's going to be changed. But if I place it down, later on, it's going to be like a like an alarm. Like any bunny that gets near is going to like make a sound and alert the robot that there's a bunny near it. So that's what that's going to be for. And I think we covered all the items.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, you want to go inside the robot and I'll teach you how to use all the ins and outs of it?
We can do that. So normally another player would be in there now, and I would try to sneak up from the side or something so he doesn't see me. And as soon as I get in the door.
Oh, and show him the
right
sentries.
here.
Show him the sentries before you go in.
What?
The sentries. So
Oh
they
yeah,
don't-
that's a sentry.
Yeah, that little
So-
tower. So those are going to turn on later when he turns on. I'll show you how it works and you can fry
Yeah.
me.
Okay. But as soon as I get in the robot in the door, and I would subvert whoever is in the robot at that time.
Yeah, they'll become a
and
bunny.
He will get thrown out and will respawn as a bunny in a dropship if there is a dropship.
Exactly. So there, I'm going to give you some stuff now. Look at
Oh,
me.
yeah,
I'm
and here you can see the icon from the collar of his head.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
all the other colors over here.
And so I put those in, and I got the money because you have auto pay on, so he was automatically pay me. So let me take my collar off, and I will show you how the sentries work. So go ahead, and if you look all the way down at your base, you can turn on the sentries by pressing E, and they'll fry any bunny trying to approach.
Okay, I'm pressing E.
You don't have sentry ammo? Did they turn on?
No, I don't have. I actually
Oh,
noticed.
I have to give you.
You can see the ammunition on the center ammunition on the left. It's the little bolt, and the rocket and the flamethrower ammunition on the right.
Oh yeah, show them the flamethrower that I gave you. I gave you some of that.
Flamethrower is space, right?
It's middle mouse button.
Middle mouse. So we have a flamethrower to flame stuff, obviously. It's very useful to flame my door. Basically, you can really notice on the right there's like a radar. And there's a red part in the circle, and if I aim in that direction and down and I activate the flamethrower, then I will burn whatever is in front of my door. So if I know there's a bunny, for example because someone else told me, I can do that to fry him before he gets into the robot.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty much the
supposedly-
only way to get rid of bunnies camping by the door, because sometimes with other
And
players...
sentries, I think.
Well, yeah, that's right. The sentries too. That's true. Because what happens many times is a player will be hanging out by the door and wait for you to buy expensive items, or especially a dropship, which is a lot of money. You buy it, and then they'll subvert you, and then they'll take everything you bought, and you will be in the dropship you just bought, which is pretty bad. So if you want to clean your door of campers, you can do it with the with that item. All right, so I got you some batteries. You should be able to use them now.
Yeah, I have. Is that you, or is that Ben?
It's gonna be me because Ben is a spectator.
Oh, right, Ben is spectator. Okay, so yeah, can we see the sentry? Oh yeah, that we can see the sentry.
Yeah, turn
so
them
that's
on
the
with
sentry. If I
E.
press E,
Yeah.
it starts flashing. There are more around, like
Watch.
all around the robot. And if a bunny without a collar is getting in range, he's getting
Gonna
fried.
get fried. All right.
And you can see there is a corpse left. So if another bunny picks that up and manages to get that in the feed box, then I lose a lot of money. If I don't want that to happen, I can destroy it by shooting it, I think.
Yes. Or a rocket or
Correctly.
anything will destroy it.
But normal shots should do it if I don't miss. There we go. It's gone.
Yes. And I think the only thing left is to show you how to destroy the dropship. I have like 10 seconds, so it's about to be too late. I think is there
Yeah,
any,
we should get in the dropship together in that case, right?
well,
Wait, what was the button for the rocket?
it's right mouse button.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So those are quite useful to hit something behind a hill, for example, or if someone is hiding behind the feed box.
Yes. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything before we learn how to destroy the dropship. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. So
Alright.
we'll suicide.
I'm about to land, so I'll have to suicide again.
Oh well.
We can just walk right into the laser wall.
Yeah, we can do that. So as a bunny, you can buy stuff as well, as long as you're in the dropship. The
Yeah.
robot can always buy stuff, and it will spawn in the dropship. And when the dropship arrives,
It'll come up.
everything drops down here in the drop zone.
Exactly. All right, so let's kill ourselves. All right, so inside here, you see this dotted line here on the ground. You can buy goodies and put them behind the line. And you can see on the wall there's like a percentage. The more goodies I buy, the higher the percentage. The percentage is the chance that we're gonna crash the dropship. So you have to be kind of careful. Like, whoop, don't put too many. Just that's good. We're already at like, whoops. The point being is like if you don't put enough stuff, the dropship won't crash and it'll just get delivered normally to whoever's in the robot. So you want to be sure to buy enough goodies, but it's a judgment call, right? Oh, we didn't crash it. We only put 60. Sorry, I ran out of time. So this is a good example, right? Like we only had 60%. Luck happened that it's not enough. So now what did we do? If there was somebody in the robot, we would have just gifted them this uranium, and now we would have to. He would just force us to put it into the box for him. So obviously that'd be really bad. So you have to make a judgment call. Do I try to crash it or not?
Yeah, the reason to crash the dropship is normally if the bunnies come to the conclusion that the robot is not paying them well enough.
Yes, or if he's
for example, or if he's spawn killing them all the time, like then bunnies might want to crash the ship.
Yeah, so this time
it's basically a
let's
counterplay.
Yeah, this time let's really crash it. Let's really do a good job. So and the goodies, the best goodies are the ones that weigh the most. So in other words, uranium. All right, there we crashed.
Yep.
And bunnies always survive the crash, by the way. So if you're the robot and they crash your ship, you go ahead and go inside if you want. Because if I go in, I'm gonna fry you. So if they crash your ship, you always should keep in mind that they're around the crash area. And by the way, you're gonna walk in with all that uranium. You're gonna get scored for all that uranium. You're gonna get the money for that, since you walked in with it.
So yeah, the problem is now I don't have a dropship, and if I kill Dan now because he's not obeying my orders, for example.
Yeah, take that.
Like I say, go pick up the collar.
Right here, I picked it up.
And you don't do it.
Go.
And he's trying to run away, and I kill him.
Yes.
And I have a problem because there's no dropship, so he will spawn somewhere randomly on the map, and I have no idea where he is. And he will try to sneak up on me and get in the robot.
Yes, pretty much. All right, so are we ready for a game? I think so.
I think so, but let's make that in an extra video, I would say.
Sure, no problem.
So we end this video here. I think.
Sounds good. Now everybody
or
knows.
Is there something else to say?
I don't think so. Everybody's an expert now. You're.
Yeah, totally.
There I am.
There, I found you.
Ah.
Okay, then, well, thanks for explaining the game, and thanks you guys for watching the video. Have fun and see you next time.